Hey everybody, it's Katie here from my new Katie's Corner, aka a spare bedroom I converted into my new office. There's still a corner back there, so it's technically Katie's Corner still. Anyways, I'm going to be coming at you every week with a video just on some helpful tips during this time. You all know you can reach out to me 10 to 3, Monday through Friday. I am available for any kind of video chats or talks over text or whatever you may need, emails. I can do it all. If you need me outside of 10 to 3, most of you guys know how to get a hold of me, so shoot me a message if I don't respond right away. It's just because I am doing something, but 10 to 3, I will respond to you right away for sure. So, first week, we're going to start with dealing with anxiety and depression during social distancing. It can be pretty hard when you are feeling anxiety or depression during this time because we are stuck in our homes with only the few people that we have available at home. So it can be a little bit tough without seeing your friends and using your normal coping skills. So we're going to talk about some other things you can do during social distancing to help ease the anxiety and possibly the depression as well. And just the stress. So we don't even have to label it anxiety or depression, just the stress that we're undergoing from social distancing and the change of our norms, of our routines, of our everyday life that we're all coping with right now. So the first thing I think that is really important is to get outside. So if you are in an apartment complex or you're somewhere where you don't have a yard, try to find a local park that you can go to. Keep your social distance from people if there are other people there. I've been to a lot of the parks here in Saginaw because that's where I live, and there are not a lot of people out. So you don't cross a lot of people at the parks. If you do, just make sure to keep that distance, but it is really, really important to get outside. If it's a sunny day, that's even more important because we all know that vitamin D from the sun is just a natural, releasing natural happy things in our brain. So if it's sunny, that's a great day to go. Even if it's not, if you just feel like the walls are confined in your house and you are stuck, get outside and get moving. A lot of you know too, I talk about this a lot, that get moving. That is just naturally making our endorphins move in our body as well, which will help us with our mood in turn. So get moving, get outside, get moving. Don't get yourself stuck. If you're a gamer and you're on your video games and you're like, oh, this is the life for me, this is what I want to game all day, just try every day to get outside for 15-20 minutes into some sort of green space, because being in front of that TV or whatever you're gaming on after a while can cause some stress and depression without you even really knowing it. So if you're gaming, make sure you get outside. Hopefully you guys are starting to join the live sessions that the teachers are offering. That would be also another good thing to do. It will let you see your classmates and have a little bit of connection. I know it's not a physical connection, but it's still a social connection. So get out there and get in those live sessions, because that will help you too. Just some familiarity and to see some faces that you know, and to have maybe some side conversations after the lesson's over, or if time allows, with some of your friends would be probably very helpful during this time. So attend those live sessions. If you've got any pets, that is helpful to me. I have 2 dogs. Spending some time with my pets and being outside with them is super fun too, because I get to watch them outside and it kind of makes me laugh if they're running around or whatever they're doing. So get your cats, get your dogs, your birds, whatever kind of pets you have, your fish, put them in a place where you can see them a lot. Your bearded dragons, I have one of those. I know a lot of you guys have bearded dragons too. Get them out of their cages, put them on your shoulders, interact with them. They need that too. And so this is a great time to do it while we're all stuck at home. So get with your pets. I kind of talked about a routine already, but having and establishing a routine is super important right now. Do not sleep till 4 in the afternoon. Try to get up at a decent time, maybe around before noon. Get yourself going every day. Don't try to be up till 4 or 5 in the morning every morning. That's going to really skew your sleep pattern and could cause some anxiety and some depression and some stress in the long run if you're not kind of abiding by your normal sleep patterns. So Make sure to get that routine down. I think now that the classes have started, it will help you guys with a routine. It will definitely help you to establish, getting up at a certain time and logging onto the computer or your phone or whatever device you're going to be using to get onto those live sessions. Try to do a dinner routine. You're stuck with your families, or your friends or whoever you're with. Who's going to cook dinner? Maybe put a schedule together. You're in charge of dinner on Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that. That way you have something to do. It gives you maybe something new to do if you aren't a cook already. And several of you are culinary experts out there, so definitely step up and help at home with the cooking. Put that in part of your routine. I think that would be helpful. And then try to set some sort of bedtime for yourself. I know that sounds real elementary, but it's good to have that in mind, because we can get binging on a show or, watching something, or, maybe even into our book. And before we know it, it's 2, 3 in the morning. And we probably should have went to bed maybe more like midnight or something. So try to set yourself a bedtime as well and abide by that the best you can. Breathing techniques are always good. Make sure that if you are in the moment and you feel that panic or that stress, to center yourself and really start to breathe that, 4 count in or 6 count in with a hold, and then a 4 count or a 6 count out. Repeat that 10 times. That will get the heart rate down. So if you're feeling that increased heart rate, those breathing techniques will really help you during this time. There's a lot of other relaxation techniques out there. I have them up on my computer, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I have taped my phone to the wall so that I can record myself here. So anyways, relaxation, we talked about the breathing. Body scans, if you are starting to feel like your body is tensing up or it's starting to shake, scan your body. Figure out where the part of your body is that is really feeling that and holding that heavy load and that anxiety, and then try to do some stretching or some muscle contractions that focus on that part. So if you're real shaky in the hands, try to do some, opening and closing and clenching, and then releasing and relaxing. And that might help with some of, when you're doing your body scans, to get those parts of your body that are real anxious calm down. Some of you were around a couple years ago when we did a lot of guided imagery during the school day. That is another thing that you can do now. And so you can just Google up guided imagery and just read those to yourselves and try to visualize that guided imagery. A lot of you, I refer to my safe place, and that guided imagery that we did a year or so ago. It led us to a safe place, and so that helps me a lot. Now I don't even need to go through that whole guided imagery. I just go right to that safe place sometimes, and I start to think about that, and it really helps calm me down. Again, we did a lot of mindfulness in the past years, so check in the present moment and figure out, what's important to me right this second, what's important right now. Be mindful of the present. There's a lot of things we can speculate about the future right now, but those are all going to cause you anxiety. So focus on the moment, focus on the now. That will help a little bit too. All right. I want to talk a little bit about some different senses or things that you might be feeling. So sense of safety. Sometimes we might feel like that's broken down right now because there's all these unknowns out there, and there's new information coming out every day, and it's changing. And so keep that sense of safety. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. Do it on the phone, do it via a video chat if you have that capability. That will help increase that sense of safety and get you to remember that you do still have those supports out there. You might not be able to see them or touch them, but they're still out there. So connect with your support system, connect with the people in your life. I think that will help a lot with the safety piece. Again, that goes right into connectedness. So find those people who you do have that good relationship with and connect with them somehow, whether it be through a phone call or through an email or through a video chat. That will be really, really helpful. One more plug for those live sessions. Those live sessions will also help you with connectedness, because you will get to see your classmates in those live sessions. So again, another reason that they aren't just important for the educational piece, but they're important for your mental health as well. And always keep the hope. So just keep that feeling that at some point everything is going to work out. It might not seem like it right now. It might seem chaotic and crazy, but keep the hope alive, because that does keep help keep our mood up as well. So connecting, getting out in the fresh air, share stories of the positive things that you've seen be happening with your friends and your family. So if you are on social media and you see this cool story about somebody that helped somebody at a grocery store, or a nurse that is on the front lines and doing great things, share that positivity. We really want to focus right now on sharing the positives, not the negatives, because the negatives give us fear, which fear provokes anxiety. And so we really want to focus on those positives. What are some of the good things coming out of this? What is that silver lining? We're seeing all these heroes and all these essential workers. Those people are our silver lining right now. They are our hope. They are carrying us through. They are doing the jobs that need to be done in order for us to be safe and eventually get out of this social distancing. So just remember, there is hope out there still, and there's a lot of ways that you can find that hope, and just really, really focus on those positives. I think that will be very helpful. And the last thing I want to talk about on reducing anxiety and stress and depression is changing your mindset. So right now we're all like, ugh, I'm stuck at home. This sucks. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Change that mindset. I get to be safe in my home and spend time with people in my house. Make your space as comfortable as possible. Realize that we are at home, but it's for our safety. So we might be stuck here, but we're safe, and so that's a good thing. And safe from the virus if we're at home. If you're feeling like, oh my God, it's going to be me, I'm going to get sick, oh my God, you're going to self-isolate and you're going to wash your hands. This is significantly going to decrease your risk and your chances of getting sick. So change that mindset again. I am washing my hands. I am thoroughly following the directions. I am disinfecting frequently touched objects every day. All those things to make you feel like, okay, if I'm doing these things, it's likely that I'm not going to get sick. A lot of us are worried about running out of items that we need, and maybe some of you have already experienced that. I know that I still can't get any TP. Luckily, I've got a few rolls left. So it makes me nervous though. Oh my God, what if I can't get my next order? And what if the next time I go to the store, there still isn't any there? What am I going to do? Well, I'm making plans for that. So make sure that you have prepared and you've got everything you need. And if you can't get everything you need, make a backup plan. I got a lot of Kleenex at least, so if I run out of TP, I got something, right? So there's a lot of alternatives to some of the things that we feel like we need every day, and so think of those alternatives and prepare yourself for those. And look at your cupboards and say, okay, I'm not really hungry right now. I probably really don't need to eat that. I'll save that for later, for tomorrow. So just be mindful of those things when you're going through, and that will help relieve some of that, oh my God, we're going to run out type of thing. Again, a lot of people are really panicking. Everything's shutting down. I'm panicking. What am I going to do? Only these essential jobs. It's out of our routine. It's out of our norm. But just remember, the most important places, such as medical centers, pharmacies, grocery stores, they will remain open. The things that you need to survive will remain open and will be there. There are lots of food drives out there, so get out and get those foods. We've got lots of hygiene items for you in the tubs outside school. If there is a safety thing that you need, or a survival thing that you need, do not hesitate to reach out to your top dog teacher. We will see what that need is and see if we can fill that need for you. So you have sources to go to, resources to go to, so don't forget those. Even though things are shutting down, the essential things are still open, and if you are not able to get those essential things that you need, contact us and we will help you get them. The other thing that I think a lot of mindset right now is we're in this, there's so much uncertainty, we don't know, everything's changing. So figure out what you can control and then work on those actions. And so the things we can't control, if we worry about them, it's almost a waste of our time because we can't control them. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. We can't control when this stay-at-home order will be lifted. We can't control when the curve will flatten. We just have to do our part and stay at home right now. Those are the things we can control. So we can control our actions. We can control where we go. We can control what situations we put ourselves in. And so just remember those. And if you still, after trying to change your mindset, still feel anxious, just remember to breathe. Do a breathing exercise. I started to get my routine together this week because I was pretty off the past couple weeks, and so I started a 30-day yoga challenge on Facebook. Any of you that have been to my yoga sessions, you know I'm obsessed with yoga with Adrienne on YouTube. So she has a 30-day home session out right now. It builds on each other, so even if you are a beginner or have never done yoga, it's a great thing to do. Also, that exercise, that's going to get those endorphins going. So again, it's all going to it's going to have a ripple effect and then lead down to hopefully making your mind feel better at some point in time. So take a deep breath. Let's do a little bit of breathing before we end, because I just gave you a lot of information and maybe it made you nervous. I don't know. So let me practice a breathing technique with you, because this is real easy and on the spot and something that you can do anywhere. So as we're here, we're going to sit and we're going to find a most comfortable position for us, whether it's cross-legged or legs down or, hands at our side, hands crossed, hands on our knees, whatever is comfortable for you. Yoga and meditation is all about you and what you feel like is best for you and you feel like is comfortable. So remember that going forward. It's all about you. So we're going to go ahead and close our eyes. If you do have a safe place, this is a great time to imagine that safe place and visualize that. And we're going to start right now. We're just going to take a deep breath in for 6 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to hold that at the top and let it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this time we're going to just take one really big deep breath in, and on the deep breath out we're going to do a lion's breath. And those of you that have come to my yoga sessions know about the awesome lion's breath, and I will demonstrate that for you. So we're going to do a big breath in, lion's breath out. We're just going to let it all out. We're going to let noise out. We're going to let our tongue out. We're going to let it all out, and we're really going to empty those lungs. So one more time, deep breath in, and lion's breath out. Just a couple of those every day. That will help you. Repeat that as many times as you need. I hope you guys are all doing well at home. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you so much. I miss seeing your phone calls. Oh, I just miss everything. I just said I miss seeing your phone calls. This is kind of how my brain is. I miss seeing your faces. I'm phone calling you, but I miss seeing your faces. So again, if any of you want to video chat with me, I'm available 10 to 3, Monday through Friday for sure. I can be available after hours if you need me. It just might not be right away. So I appreciate all of you. I miss all of you. I love all of you. I hope you're doing well. Reach out to us if you're not, because we're here to help. So take care, guys. I'll be back next week with another episode of Katie's Corner. Have a good one.